Hey there, it's Michelle Cunningham. So I just got back from our leadership conference, and while I was there, sorry about my casualness. This is just the easiest way to film this. But while I was there, I gave a speech about how our unit has kind of changed the way that we're doing things since April 2014 until now. And so what that has done is it's led our team to just grow exponentially. We've had so many people join our team just because of a simple idea that we are now leading with the opportunity and defaulting to the products at all our appointments. And so I have changed 6 minutes of my skincare party, which has then led our unit to go on to be on target for $500,000 and earn a pink Cadillac early, almost by accident, and so many great things going on with just not only my team, but my team members, and just so much excitement in our unit. And so just wanted to share with you my 6 minutes, what I say at the beginning of my appointment and what I say at the end. And of course I can't say the name of my company because then I can't post this video publicly. So every time I say the word company, then you could just fill in the name of your company depending on what company you work for. And I guess the good news is this works for just about any direct selling company. And so, okay, so here is how I start my appointments. I just basically say, hey everyone, welcome. And I am so on purpose. When people are there in the room with me, I'm like, dude, hey, what's going on? Where are you from? So how do you guys know each other? Okay, so wait, did you grow up around here? Do you have kids? Do you have family? I am their friend. So that's super important. If you leave that part out, building a total friendship with every single person, huge, number one. Okay. But anyway, so after we've done that, they sit down, they fill out their profiles. We have a hand pampering treatment that they do. And then I just basically say, let's go around and do introductions, because a lot of times we bring lots of random facials all into the same appointment. So they don't know each other, and they're like, dude, I don't know you, and this is awkward. So I'm like, yeah, this is super awkward because you guys don't know each other. So let's do quick introductions so you're not random strangers staring at each other. So tell us who you are, what you do for work, and something super crazy about you. And if you can't think of something crazy, it could be something awesome that you've accomplished in this world. And sorry, I don't have a nanny today. And so something awesome that you've accomplished in this world, or your favorite cereal. And so we go around, and when people tell, this one lady will say hey, my name is Jessica, and what's super cool about me is I am an honor student and I like cats. So I'll say, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Honor student, are you valedictorian? I don't ignore what they've said. It's always very important to me. So are you, okay, and wait, so you're a crazy cat lady. How many cats do you have? Oh my gosh, you had 5. So what if a cat came into your door at the end of the day today? Would you adopt it? Or and she said yes. I'm dude, that officially makes you crazy cat lady. But I'm really, really engaged, and I think that's also another really important thing, that they feel listened to. And so you don't ever just talk and introduce yourself, and I just stand there that's not cool. So anyway, so we all laugh and we joke, and then we say, okay, well, now we're going to introduce ourselves. And so we introduce ourselves. If I'm with other consultants, they just tell who they are, what they do for work, how long they've been with their company, why they're obsessed with their company. Okay, so we do that. And then I say, okay, I'm going to share my quick story. And so this is my little intro that I do. The intro goes like this. Hi, my name is Michelle Cunningham. I just want to quickly share my story with you so I'm not a random stranger staring at you. So I joined this company when I was 23 years old. I had just graduated college. I was working as a pharmaceutical sales rep, kind of had my dream job, or so I thought, and I attended one of their events, and I remember being in the room at this company event, and there was a lady in the room that just won a car. There was another that made 6 figures, and there was another one that was a millionaire, and I remember thinking dude, these people don't even have bosses. This is their job, and they set their own hours. I'm that's so cool, So I was stoked. I left. I called my mom. I'm Mom, this is an amazing opportunity. I think I'm gonna do this. This is a great company. I'm gonna do it on the side. And she's oh my gosh, that's a scam. And I was oh no, it's awful. She's yeah, it's totally a scam. You got to be really pushy. So those ladies are super aggressive. And I was oh, I can't do that because I'm not like that. I'm super shy. I'm kind of reserved, So anyway, so she tells me that, and I'm okay, forget it. I'm not doing it. But then I was well, wait a minute. As much as I love my mom, I always have said to myself, I don't want to take advice from anyone I don't want to trade places with. And so as much as I love my mom, she likes to be a computer programmer, and she likes to sit in a cube, and she's very good at that. But I can't do that. That makes me crazy, that idea, So it's I can't do that. And so I was I'm just not going to take advice from my mom on this one. I'm going to just go for it. If it doesn't work out, I'll just quit. I'll try it for a year, no harm done. And so anyway, I called the lady up. I'm okay, I want to try this whole thing. And so I did. And then for the next 6 years, this is really funny because I'm shy and reserved. This was 11 years ago when I joined. And 11 years ago, we didn't have text message and we didn't have Facebook. Okay, so the advice that the lady that brought me in said, honey, you've got to go up to people in parking lots. And you've got to introduce yourself. And I was okay, that makes me want to vomit and no thanks, you know, like, because I can't do that. I still can't do that. That's like makes me crazy because it feels like pushy or something, you know? So I was like, I can't do that. And so anyway, for 6 years, I barely tell anyone that I sell this product. Like literally, it's like a secret. And with that as my approach, I ended up with about 5 customers who like kept ordering from me, which was neat and stuff. And I saved a ton of money. I mean, we got our products for 50% off. So I'm like, sweet, this is awesome, you know? So anyway, that's what I did for 6 years. And then would you believe it, at 29 years old, I lose my job. And so I always tell women, hey, if you don't have a backup plan, get a backup plan. Because in today's tumultuous economy, you never know what's going to happen, right? So anyway, 29, I lose my job. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll try this whole, thing again, try this direct sales thing. So I decided to find a local person. As luck would have it, there is a lady who lives in my town, like 2 miles down the road, who's earned 10 free pink Cadillacs. She's earned over $2 million in her career, and she has social anxiety disorder, which means she hates talking in front of people. And so I met her, and I was like, oh, I love you. And then she went on to tell me that she actually fainted at our first direct sales party. And then I really loved her because it was like she was almost like this perfect lady that was like imperfect, So anyway, she gave me hope. I'm like, can you kind of show me what to do? She's like, oh yeah, it's changed, honey. It's so easy now. You can use text message and Facebook, and you don't even have to go out and talk to strangers. And I was like, I love you. Show me what to do. So she showed me in that first month. I only made $1,000. Nothing to write home about, but it gave me hope only because I come from incredibly humble beginnings. I grew up in like a tiny shack. It was like this big. And we never could afford like fresh fruit. We only grew up on like Little Debbie snacks because they were cheaper. And we could never afford like shampoo, like good shampoo. We bought like, I don't know, not good shampoo. This is Brady, my son. And so my dream was to get Pantene shampoo because Pantene shampoo is like really good. Brady, you want to say hi?
No.
Oh, you don't? Okay. So anyway, that was my dream, to be able to afford fresh fruit and get Pantene. And so that's like the kind of wealth I wanted in my life. And so anyway, I make $1,000. I'm like, sweet, this could afford fresh fruit and like Pantene. But I'm like, if I could just grow this, like double or triple this could be a substantial source of like income, Fast forward 6 months later, I keep following her little system. Text message, Facebook, blah, 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 meet people, ask for referrals. Very simple. I earned a car 6 months later. They give you a car, they pay for the insurance, and I made over $5,000 that month. Hello, $5,000. I was like, dude, this is like a gold mine. You know what I mean? So for me, that was like enough money to buy fruit and Pantene. I was good. So that is 5 years ago for me. I have never looked back. I've never had to go back to a traditional job because I make more money. I'd be underpaid if I went back to a real job. I've continued to grow that paycheck over the last 5 years, and in that time, I've gotten married. I've had my son, and my life it's incredibly changed because of this opportunity. And so. At the end, I'm going to give you more information about the company because, hey, you never know. I think while we're on this earth, you should make as much money as you possibly can so that you can save as much money as you can for your future.
Really bad.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
So you can save as much money as you can for your future. You can live totally debt-free, and you can give back to others frequently, generously, and anonymously. And so that's what really drives me is that idea that I can just really help other families in need. And so that's what gets me up every day. That's what makes me want to work really hard, is this idea that I can be helping other people. And so, again, I'm going to share a little more about the company at the end. If you decide you want to join, you'll have the opportunity to join tonight. That's the first option we give you, the option to join our family. If you decide it's not for you, you can always pass it on to someone. You might know someone that's like, dude, I'm broke, or I'm unhappy, or I need more positive people in my life. That's like what we are. So that's what I'm going to do at the end here. Okay? Brussels sprouts. Good job. Look at that.
Got a teeth.
You're gonna re-rip it. Oh, I fell.
What's funny now?
Because you're not squeezing it hard enough.
Perfect.